couple more districts we want to recognize before we wrap things up here. TAPPS District 3 in D1. Just a couple of San Antonio teams, and that's Central Catholic and Antonian. They're in a district with some Houston area schools that are really, really good.
Yes. Houston St. Thomas, Houston St. Pius, and then Tomball Concordia Lutheran. And they put them in that new district. That's their second year to be in that district. And boy, they have to travel for district games. That's a lot of travel. But Houston St. Pius and Houston St. Thomas have been good for years. And they compete against some public schools in Houston and do real well. So that's tough. Antonian, I have to mention, Antonian has two players. I was there yesterday, and boy, talk about some good-looking athletes. Coach Van Fushak is the coach there. He had a long career. He was at MacArthur before he got out of public school coaching. After 2010 season, MacArthur made the state quarterfinals. They lost to Steele, which went on to win the state championship. But anyway, this Antonian team has a guy named Khalil Warfield, who's their quarterback. Good-looking athlete, tall. He is signed with UTEP. Okay, and he's a tough guy. Then they've got Devin Grant, who's a defensive end, another big guy. He is not signed, committed. Grant is committed to Colorado. So this is a little old Antonian. So they've got some talent, and so right now. They're ahead of Central Catholic, and Mike Santiago at Central Catholic, the Central Catholic coach, said they're going to be real young, and so it's going to be a matter of how quickly they can grow up and stuff. But that's always a good game. That's a little rivalry there, Antonian and Central Catholic. That's like Boston College playing Notre Dame or something, Two Catholic schools, they don't quite like each other. Okay, and so
long history there.
Yeah.
In TAPPS D2, District 4 covers the San Antonio schools. There are two of them, and they compete against some schools from Corpus Christi and Brownsville. We're talking about Holy Cross and San Antonio Christian.
Yeah, Holy Cross, saying earlier, if you want to go watch a high school game, and you want to go see kids that just play for the sheer joy, and they're going to be intense and all that, your team to go watch is Holy Cross. They're obviously a Catholic school, a private school, but they're right in the middle of a barrio over there by near St. Mary's, by our barrio, just a very poor area around there. But a lot of working class people, a lot of pride. Those kids, the kids that go to Holy Cross, their parents really sacrifice. That's not to say that the other private schools don't sacrifice. Everybody sacrifices, even the people that send their kids to public school. But you know what I'm talking about as far as private, because you've got to pay for the tuition and all. Well, those are poor areas. That's a poor area, and they really sacrifice. There's kids that have been going there, brothers and sisters going on. And so if you go there and you see how they play, boy, they love Holy Cross and they play hard. Mike Harrison is their coach, perfect. He's just perfect for Holy Cross. They love the guy. He coaches them hard, but he loves them hard, like they say. He's a heck of a coach. And Holy Cross went 7-4 last year. They won a district. And as you were saying, Cameron. It's Corpus Christi, John Paul II, Brownsville, St. Joseph, and San Antonio Christian. And then I have to say this about San Antonio Christian. Maybe we haven't done enough on that, is that they're coached by a fellow named Henry Ellard. There was an all-pro wide receiver for the Rams years back. And he's I think he wound up coming down here because I think his wife got a job here, and he came down. He was on the staff as an assistant coach. Done a great job there, and people say he's just a great guy, and stuff. And so we got to go out there and do a story on
the
him.
Lions.
The Lions. Yeah, and one of their most notable alums, I guess, would it be Corey Robinson that played at David Robinson's son that played at Notre Dame. That he got unfortunately he didn't get to finish. He didn't go out. He quit before senior year because of the head injury. I mean, he didn't want to risk getting another concussion. But yeah, they've got they've got a good program out there. But so it's going to be interesting. And like I said, last year Holy Cross goes 3-0 in district and finishes 7-4. Didn't win a playoff game, and that's the thing about some of these schools. They said, well, we want to win a playoff game, because then you win a playoff game, you want to win another one and stuff. But it's hard to win that. It's hard to get over that hump sometimes.
And Holy Cross, you said they're on the west side. They play their games out on the east side, though, at Wheatley Heights, I believe.
Yeah, they play at Wheatley Heights. They don't have a stadium there.